Around the early 1600s, in the colony of Jamestown, North America, a man named John Rolfe planted Spanish tobacco seeds in the fresh Virginian soil. Little did he know that he'd set in motion an enterprise that would change the future of Jamestown. Once his tobacco had grown, Rolfe shared it with his fellow colonists. All of them instantly fell in love with the Virginian-grown Spanish leaf and decided to sell some of it to England. The men of England were known for their love of smoking tobacco, and like the colonists of Jamestown, they instantly fell in love with this new brand of leaf and begged for more of it. The Jamestown colonists recognized profit when they saw it. By the year 1630, Virginia had become one of the most prosperous sources of tobacco. The process through which Virginian tobacco was made was inspired by the traditional tobacco-making process of certain Native American tribes. The seeds had to be hand-planted, the plants hand-weeded, and the leaves hand-pruned. Once the tobacco plants had grown, they were ready for the next step. The leaves had to be taken off, one at a time, and hung on pegs to be dried for 6 whole weeks. Finally, the stems had to be taken off, one at a time, and every leaf packed, one at a time, into barrels. This process was no easy work, and as the demand for Jamestown's tobacco grew, more and more people were needed to harvest the rapidly growing tobacco fields. Soon, Virginia had its own demand: slaves. In the year 1619, the Jamestown colonists bought 20 African slaves from a Dutch trading ship and put them to work in the tobacco fields. The tobacco plantations continued to grow. The demand for tobacco continued to rise in England. And the demand for slaves continued to rise in Virginia. By 1720, nearly half the colonists in Virginia were slaves. Virginia's tobacco trade prospered greatly, but at the expense of hundreds upon thousands of slaves, hundreds upon thousands of unwilling colonists who were unable to earn their freedom or return home. Camera rolling and action. Running.
I smoke it weed every day.
Take it when indicted already, but this is
Just look at.
Weed every day.
Action.
New division.